Welcome all. This is going to be the reading for this week. We're going to start off this August 2nd all the way to the end of the week on Sunday. I'm not sure what date is right now, and I'm not going to start to look, but it's going to be from today up until Sunday. We're going to see what guidance we have. So in the priest shuffle, going through the Soulful Woman's Oracle here, I have boundaries. It's the number 24. 24 means love here. It's about finding who you are, feeling connected here, loving self, loving those that you're connected to, also having stability here within yourself spiritually, as well as within your foundation, with your family and those that you are connected with. So we have boundaries. My clear boundaries allow me to protect myself, nurture my intentions, and follow my true self. So self-love and having stability. 2 and 4 equals 6. That is the Lovers. That is choosing self over all self-development here, following your path, your soul's journey. Bottom of the deck here we have 23. That is infinite self. My infinite self dwells in the sweetness of this very moment. So stay very present here. That's where you're going to make the most change. That's where you're going to benefit the most out of life and reap all of the benefits that you need. So today we are going to look into the boundaries that we need to set physically, mentally, emotionally, spiritually, and how we are currently feeling at this time, to help us explain why those boundaries are needed. Physical boundaries. Show me their physical boundaries. I like that. I feel like you have had some missed failures. You've been waiting for something here, waiting to push off for something here. And I feel like the recognition that you got wasn't the one you were looking for. And it's something that you really want. Are you relying too much on what people think, on how people view your dream, your goal, this thing that you're working for? Are you allowing that to exhaust you? Where do they physically need boundaries at, Spirit? Where do they physically need boundaries at? Cards is hot today here. Absolutely here. I feel like other people may not really support you, and they may not really be for you emotionally, not sure what they want. They could come in and offer support, but they can be out kind of wishy-washy here. They can find something else that looks pretty to them, and they'll go be just as wishy-washy there. I feel like you dealt with a lot of adversities in life, but you're not dwelling on them anymore. You're allowing them to lift you up. You're going to seek your revenge and fulfilling out your true self and doing your soul's purpose here. I feel like you've given a lot of love, hoping to get happiness, hoping to get fulfillment, but again, it has not been filled. People did not return the love or the emotion that you've given out to them. So you need to kind of have your guard up. You need to protect yourself when energies come against you and they don't know what it is that they want here. And it's involving emotions here. I'm investing, I'm putting in time with you here in hopes to get some kind of emotional fulfillment, and I give you everything. But you have not filled one of those cups. You still, with all the cups, with all the love that I've given you, you still don't know what it is that you want. I feel like you're surrendering to the process, even if there's a block creatively, or in a situation with others, like involving love or friendships here within the work environment here. Not sure if you're passionate about it. And I do think this could be in results to love. I feel like you're just surrendering to the process. You're not going to try to fight to break down those walls. If it's not there, it's not there. You know? So you need to be guarded. Any adversity that you're feeling, any people who aren't really sure what they want and they're kind of indecisive, you've given a lot to them. You need to stop and stand on those here. Yeah, somebody's very stuck within their ways with how they view things. Could be dealing with an energy that only sees things kind of one way, and I feel like you could be a very nurturing individual. Yeah, somebody who's out here who's very abundant, and somebody could be trying to control you, and I feel like you're not allowing them to. If she was in reverse, I'd say you'd be letting them control your abundance and whether you're going to grow or be abundant or not, and because of that, you know, you're being dragged down. But in this situation, this person is trying to control you, and they can't, because everything that they do, you're standing on it and having faith in what you know you've been told here. So this is about spiritual protection, trusting yourself here, not allowing someone to come in and confuse you with options that are not there, and seeing the back door and choosing a different option that's really going to allow you to flow towards really getting what it is that you want. You know, like if I put my emotions in this, it's gonna make the ocean bigger. There's going to be more to reap from that here. I'm going to be joined with others who are also giving and putting in their emotions, not someone who isn't giving emotions but is taking in. That person could lack some kind of stability, you know. Where do they mentally need boundaries? Yeah, it came out again here. When it comes to things that you want and that you desire, stop looking to see how successful you're going to be based off of how other people perceive you. They don't determine your light. You determine your light. If this is something that you want, you have to have faith in it. Even if you suffer failures and everyone sees you go down, you know, being after this. Possibly it failed and didn't do all that it was supposed to do because you were worried about those that were going to judge you here. Yeah, so you didn't give all. That you were very restricted in what it is you offered and how you presented yourself, that it was in the best light so people wouldn't judge you. And because of that, you left out a lot of potent things that need to be added, information and or substance, details. Could even be things in the physical. This could be things of your gift that you just left out or didn't show the world, and that's why it wasn't successful, because you held yourself back. You have to trust your passion here. You have to trust it. You know, you have to go after it without delay, without procrastination, and without being restless about all the what ifs and worrying about people. Are people going to accept my gift? Don't think that if it's something that you really want, people are going to come in and support it, and that means that it's for you. A lot of times these things happen when people are against you and you stay focused on it, then you get it, and then they come in and support. So, you know, you have to be the influence towards dreams and things that you want. Sagittarian energy, a lot of healing coming into place here. Things happening in its perfect timing. So if you've dealt with some kind of delays, I feel like because this is the page, those delays were small. You still have time for things to flow and for you to go after this goal or this opportunity that you want, really believing in yourself towards what you think you're called to do. This is the perfect time. You had to deal with that so you could be prepared. As far as setting up boundaries here, yeah, people, you had failures in this situation because you weren't really sure what it is that you wanted. You weren't focused on how it was going to affect you and those that connected with you. You were focused on those that it wasn't going to connect with. People who weren't going to understand you, trying to get their blessing instead of showing them what it has. And if they come along, great. If not, oh well. And you dealt with a lot of misfortune, and probably people in your life could be husbands, even boyfriends, friends, people who really set like who set the mold for someone who's supposed to be stable in your life here. You dealt with a lot of misfortune and you saw a lot of happiness in them, but you felt like they were more focused in on themselves and they weren't necessarily seeing you, and they didn't understand the happiness that you've had, you know, and you allowed that to doubt you. Like, are they going to support this? They might not support this. Maybe this is just for me. Maybe this is like my light when I was all happy and no one else saw my happiness and they were within themselves and I wasn't connected. I didn't feel a part. And I feel like you've been waiting to kind of set sail and be who you are, doing your studies and things in quiet, in secret. It's time to release, you know, and I feel like you've been doing a lot of emotional healing. I feel like your soul knows that this is something that you want to do, but I feel like you haven't focused on it, possibly because of the judgment that you have been feeling. So mentally, you need to stop worrying about what other people think. What other people think. That's not allowed into your mind. So that way you can be yourself. So any epiphanies that you have, anything that you want to do, you show the world the real you. And things take off because of that here. Even pain that you've been suffering with silently here, things that you've been juggling with, maybe share those things. Walk away and leave them and allow spirit to guide you here. So that way you can be developed. There could have been soul connections that you had to part from because of this. And I feel like you've turned yourself away from them. So let's say this is someone that you felt was your soulmate. You all started having disharmony. You turned away from that relationship and started focusing on building and creating your own life. And now it's time to push that out there. And you're worried about what people think or how they feel. They're not allowed to venture off there. Boundary number 2. Emotionally, the boundaries you need emotionally. Where the emotional boundaries need to be set? Where do they need to set emotional boundaries? I got 2. Yeah, I feel like you've been sad. And when you connect with people, when you try to have love here, I feel like you've been very sad and blocked from being able to have love or for them to understand you here. To fall in love with you, to be it, to love you. You know, and I feel like because of that, you know, you've really been focusing on yourself, focusing on your environment, feeling like, you know what, if I don't have love, I am going to have success. I am going to have success. I am going to have peace. I'm going to start healing those childhood wounds. And as I heal those childhood wounds, I'm going to progress. And I'm going to have things with me that I've healed. I'm going to take them with me, and they're going to be my best friend. And I'm going to have boundaries set for people, and I'm not going to allow people to come in and disturb this peace and the empire that I'm building here for myself. I'm very encouraged in what I'm doing. I'm not questioning myself. I know what it is that I want, and I want peace and happiness, and I'm healing myself. You've been thinking about this for some time. This is something that you've been wanting. Now it's like you're starting to sprout ideas on how you can reach that here. It could be a love situation or a connection that you've been in that's really come in and helped you love yourself because it loved you so much, because you loved them so much, and because they loved you so much, and because you both had confidence about yourself. You were able to really rise from this, and it's like, you know what, now I'm ready to go forward and get that ultimate love. I'm ready for this love to expand and to elevate. And the love for myself is going to expand and elevate. And I'm going to be a better, more confident person. And nothing's going to be able to come against me, because we've been through a lot of situations that we couldn't bear fruit from. You know? So now it's time to learn from these sacrifices that we've made, from these situations that we've endured, trials and errors, and decide how it is we're going to move forward, because we've gotten a victory. We've overcome them here. We did not let them pull us down and keep us where they wanted to. No, we didn't have a gain from those situations. But I can do something else for the future. And I say we didn't have a gain because the Queen of Swords, she's known to be a barren woman, someone who's been through a lot within her life, and because of that, she can make head over heart decisions. So I feel like these situations did not bear fruit that we've invested in. We did not get what we wanted, but we did have some victories here because we played smart and we used our minds. And that's what we're going to do moving forward. And this time we have love. We have a connection here. So all the money that we wasted, all the time that we wasted here, we're about to go invest in something else and really shake up and change our life or spirit, the shift, the energy shift. This dramatic change that's going to take place is going to be because you've walked away from all the money, all the time that you've invested in certain situations, and you're taking what you have and you're putting it towards something else. Not choosing instability, not choosing something that did not resonate with your soul. People offering you, this could be like, for example, take this as a light example, like for a religion here. People offering you, giving you love, it makes you think about it, but there's no stability. All the joy that they say that they have, you don't find it there. You don't see it there. These people are happy, but they're so unstable. So you don't see this as an opportunity. There are roots here that aren't going to grow very far, and it's not going to get you up the steps that you want to go to spiritual elevation. And you realize people who invest in the situation, the only thing that they reap, they probably do get a lot of gains, but you realize that they're still just as much in competition, each one trying to fight for their light, trying to say whose light is better. If I get this blessing, that means that I'm more wise. I fought harder. I was more deserving. I'm more blessed than you are. My gift and who I am and my soul and my energy is just more precious than anyone else here on this earth, you know? And they're going to reap the benefits of always being in struggle. And one person will get really close to the light and get a lot of the benefits from being in that light, but they will not reach the ultimate satisfaction and the ultimate reward. And I'm sorry for anyone who's watching. If y'all don't know, I do have a stutter, and it's been on 10 the last couple of days. So bear with me, okay? Bear with me. I'm very comfortable with it, so if it happens, we're going to move past it. Spiritually, where do we spiritually need to have these boundaries here? I feel like we've been investing in something. We have a lot of love for something. I feel like we genuinely offer to it. We still see the hopes and the potential that it could be. We still have an idea and an openness for it to make it beautiful. This is like that romanticism of, yes, you're toxic and you're dark, but I can heal you. You know, I can heal you. I can make you better, babe. This could be something different. You're trying to show people the light that you've seen, that you know is coming, that you can feel is coming. But if they're stuck in toxicity and they're just trying to pull you in, we have a tug of war, and it becomes a very stagnant, hectic, chaotic energy, you know, that isn't moving, but that brings a lot of turbulence, you know, at the same time. It's not going anywhere, but we're standing around here running in circles. And it's like we see so much hope and so much potential, and we want to offer this, and we're not trying to give up on this individual, Capricorn energy. We're not trying to give up on this individual and their addictions. Because some people could be addicted to things that fulfill them emotionally here, but they have an imbalance and stability towards things that are going to keep them grounded long term here. But they offer out towards things trying to be hopeful, wanting to have a miracle, wanting to be genuine, but not realizing the toxic habits that they have. So if they don't realize the toxic habits that they have, they cannot heal it. And therefore, the potential that we have here could never grow. It's never going to elevate. It remains potential. A 10 of cups we cannot get, and somebody has to rush away towards something. Because someone is in for the pickings, but when someone comes rushing in towards you and they're toxic and they don't realize some of the unhealthy toxic habits that they have, you're going to be reaping fruits and pulling from them, but losing them. It could have been so great if you didn't have someone who was toxic coming after them with you, rushing at the last minute, and it keeps you in conflict, and it also plays an effect on your self-esteem here. So when it comes to your spiritual needs within this situation, I feel like your spirit has this strong emotional attachment to caring for people here, trying to heal people. And it's like, you know what, you have to realize when, you know, you can only plant a seed and move forward. If you're not trying to elevate with me within my soul purpose, I have to go on because there are other people in other situations that also need to get my gift and my blessing. And need to elevate, and they want to grow. And if they become like you, I'll leave them as well. But I'm going to do what I need to do for my life, for the collective, for the people I need to help. And I try to offer that opportunity to you, but you're coming in as someone who's trying to get in the way. You'll learn something from it, though. A lot of passion was put into you at that time, trying to get into you. That seed will grow whenever you're ready for it, if ever. But I have to distance myself. I can no longer, even though I feel passion for you, I can't continue to give this to you. It brings me down. It makes you vengeful because it's like I'm sacrificing so much time trying to seek a change. How much longer do I have to wait? How much more do I have to sacrifice and keep sharing my insight with you, waiting on the seed to grow? How much longer? Because it's pulling me down. And I need to go be me, be great. And I'm getting very frustrated standing here with this fire energy. Because I know I can manifest. But everything that I'm giving you that I could be putting towards other situations is like going nowhere. Because you just won't leave that toxic. But they don't realize how toxic they are. They're not strong enough to let it go at this time. How does the collective currently feel, Spirit? I thank you for clearing that accurate message. How do they currently feel? 6 of Wands, still in conflict. You're feeling the losses here. Feeling the losses, knowing that something is taking from your fruits, but you're not ready to address it. It's like you're trying to build up and find the courage to address it, but you're letting them blind you just because it's easier here. You know there's chaotic. You're feeling the stress, the competition towards people, the fighting here. You know that you're rising, and the more that you rise and awaken to these energies, the more they fight. The more they fight, you see people suffer. You see people at the bottom. You see people who are on top. But the ones who are on top, they may get a lot of blessings, but they're never going to get the ultimate blessing here because they're too much in chaos. They're too much in the competition here. And I feel like by focusing on them, you feel like, you know what, I'm being a little bit irresponsible. I'm suffering here. I need to make the best decision. I'm still in this situation. There's still some chaos. There's still some tension that's going on here around multiple energies around me here. And it's going to affect what I'm trying to birth for myself. I feel like you're trying to trust your intuition, and your intuition is telling you to take action. You have obstacles ahead of you, and all you have to do is find your willpower to overcome them. So it's like I do have an obstacle in front of me. I need to overcome it. The only way I'm going to overcome it here is if I take action towards it and face those things that I've been trying to ignore. Build up your courage to overcome them, and you can. Cancer energy here, Pisces energy out here, a little bit of Earth here. I feel like change is happening, and you're walking into this change, but you're still carrying a lot of burdens from the past. You're still carrying the tension from these energies here. And I feel like as you're trying to heal this beautiful light that's around it, you can't really take part in it and reap the benefits and be happy and elevate from it here because you're still trying to heal from this heartbreak. Because you're walking away willfully. You are walking away, but you still take them with you. You take the bags with you. You still have this stinginess about you, not giving, not sure where you should give, really wanting to be free. And it's like, I can be free and I can go, but I have limitations. So therefore, I'm not really free. I want to go and just jump into something new here, but I'm going to go into here smarter, and I'm keeping everything that I got. I'm not giving anything here because they can rip it from me again, you know, but I want to be carefree. So you can't because you have limitations, so you don't get to really feel this new beginning that you're getting ready to have, this new innocence, to feel something new. And when you're in those situations, you have a very toxic and deceitful energy coming in to play around with your 10 of Cups and your happiness and your commitment that it's never going to grant you. Cooperation is never going to work. So make sure that you're not being stingy and selfish and offering, because it's almost like I'm not offering to anything new, but I'm going to keep giving to what I've been given. Everything's tied up right now. I can't give to anything new, but I'm going to keep giving to what I have given. When this comes back around, I know this, and it was a 10 of cups that I thought I wanted, a commitment that I thought I wanted, but this person is deceptive. They came around to play and to get what it is they wanted, and they're probably going to cut when they leave. So they probably have a vengeance against you. So for you, it says bring love into the situation. Be gentle with yourself and those energies around you. It's a new moon in Aquarius. Learn more, elevate more. Even if those energies don't know better, you know better, so you act better and you do better. You can have boundaries with every individual here, and still be loving. Hope we all are following the reads. This last thing I just covered was your current feelings, what you're currently dealing with here, and this is how we set boundaries all around that'll help take care of this. Adjustments are required. Third quarter moon. Moon's getting ready to cycle here. The energy's getting ready to cycle. We're on the second to the last phase. You know, here the third phase, I feel, with the third quarter moon. And adjustments are required. We need to tweak and hone things. We need to bring love into the situation. Balance spirituality and practicality. So yes, I'm spiritual. Yes, I have love. But I'm not going to be foolish here. I'm going to follow my routine. This is a brand new paid slate for me here that has been paved, and it's time for me to really trust my intuition here, but prioritize. You and your loved ones are safe here, so it's not like you're losing anyone from your home. People who you value, people within your immediate family where you reside, who you're thinking about, they're fine. Even people that you have to separate from here, they will be okay. Just have faith in your dreams. Emotions are running high. It's time to, don't let it go to waste. Reap the benefits of it, and don't let pride get in your way. New moon in Leo, you got this new energy to really go out and do things what you want, to do what you want, to really feel what is special and beautiful about you here, and to overcome obstacles and to manifest and be courageous, you know, with that Leo energy. But don't feel yourself too much where pride stops things, you know. So, since I just moved like that, I hope I wasn't fraying, you guys. I hope you all enjoyed this reading today, August 2nd until Sunday, the 8th. Sunday is the 8th here. I will be at Crystal Treasures tomorrow, 92 West Walton Boulevard, Pontiac, Michigan, tomorrow from 1 p.m. to 3 p.m. And then on Saturday, August 7th, I will be at Wicked's place on the moon. I'll be there from 11 a.m. until 6 p.m. It's a psychic Saturday, so it's a little fair. There'll be tons of readers and vendors out there, artwork and things that you all can buy when you all come out. Great little energy, a lot of great people with loving energy. So come out, stop by my tent, see me, and get a reading. That's this Saturday, August 7th, and that is at 1100 West Hunters Creek, Lapeer, Michigan. Yeah. It could be West Hunters Creek Road. So come on out and see me if y'all want to. If you guys are in the Michigan area, if you're by Pontiac, Michigan, or Lapeer, that's where I will be Tuesday, Crystal Treasures, 1 p.m. to 3, and then out in Lapeer at Wicked's Place on the Moon with a whole bunch of other great vendors from 11 a.m. to 6. So, that's y'all read.